Boy, you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really keep me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope.
So I use and this is where it's teaching me. It's like the devil was just nudging on
Of
me
course.
on to get back to all the stuff I used to do. Like
Yeah.
usually because I've been through so much trauma. If I go through a traumatic experience, first of all, don't try me.
Yeah.
Don't try it at all because it's going. And baby, people was trying me at the funeral, and my cousin, like, I can't sit next to you because I ain't know when you finna fight. She was like, I know you in change. Because, see, for you not to hit nobody
Yeah.
through all
So
of
the
this, it's
change.
a lie,
Yeah.
and just that, and then just him showing me and teaching me, giving me new perspectives on how to feel, how to see things.
Mhm.
And again, just not going back to those things, breaking the cycles. Because like I said, this one hump, another one coming,
True.
So what I'm going to do, I would run back. Oh, I'd be out every night. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the clubs every night. I'm drinking.
Mhm.
I've always had men chasing me. Baby, we might get something going, but they won't get none of me. They'll just be getting whatever we got. They'll be in love. They ready to take me down the aisle. They is
They
here.
studying.
And I'm like, baby, please go home. You cannot spend the night. Thank you for coming. My emotion, like, he just, whole thing is just changed. Now I'm like, all right, I'm feeling some kind of way. Let me call my friend. Let's pray. Let me read a sermon real quick, or what I'm saying, let me go for a drive. Let me cut on my music and twerk. I'm here by myself. I know,
Yeah.
whatever it is. I'm just
Yeah.
look different, healthier ways to cope outside of running back to the same stuff. Cause where it's gonna get me
True.
back in the side a new trauma. Picking up new spirits.
That's true.
You know,
That's true. And it'll be easy to do, especially when you're in that type of atmosphere
and
or
people
around
wouldn't even
stuff
blame
like
me.
that.
People
Of
don't
course not.
even, I
Of
could be
course not.
wilding out.
Yeah.
But
They wouldn't know.
yeah,
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't look at it like that because of where you are with them or different the situation or the place that you're in at that moment. They wouldn't know. And then you just gotta have a certain people around you anyway that genuinely know you to know you enough. This is either a problem or she okay. You gotta know your people.
that's true too. And that matters.
It does.
Honey, the
It
the
really
community I
does.
have right now,
Hmm.
it's been a part of the healing journey.
Of course.
Cause the right people, even if I remember being out, my grandma passed, and I was out with a friend. We was at Papa though. We was on them Duce side calls,
Okay.
and you don't need but one. You trying not to get drunk. You supposed to not get drunk, but the
Right.
one will get you drunk.
Right.
And I had just had a crazy thought. I was like, you know what, let's go do this. And my friend was like, Crystal, no. Like, she was the right person to be like,
Yeah.
and cause she like, okay, I'm not gonna let you go nowhere by yourself tonight, cause I know you'll do it for real, And sometimes this devil plant seeds in you like
Of
that. Like,
course.
hey, you know,
You
you
can go back
grieve.
and do
Ain't
that.
nobody, yeah, ain't
Yeah, ain't nobody
nobody
gonna
gonna say
know.
that. Or even if they do know, they ain't finna blame you. They know you grieve. An
Yeah.
excuse.
Yep.
So, plant them little
Absolutely.
seeds in. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna fight it head on and fight it with him.
And
And
that's
with
really the
healthier.
best thing
Mm-hmm.
to do. Like, we all have our crosses to bear. And us sitting here and just keep registering and keep hitting me, just keep hitting me. How you keep saying things are gonna keep coming. They just make me go back. Because again, we do talk about God. I'm big on no weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? But it didn't say the weapon would form. He just said he wouldn't allow it to prosper. So that does not mean you're not going to go through stuff. It's just while you're going through, God still got a way of helping you and being there for you or lifting you up or not letting you get too far, long as you trust and believe him even in the process. And being human, because we are human, sometimes you question it. Sometimes you wonder, why is this happening? Why me? Or what caused this to happen for you to do it to me since I trust and I serve you? Like, it's so many things and so many questions, but when you know that you know, when you know that you know, you can keep on going regardless of the fact. So that was just sitting on me to say that, like, I'm so proud of you.
Thank
Like,
you,
I'm
girl.
happy for you through this whole process. I know there's other things to come, but for the better at the end of the day. And I was reading just a little snippet, and you don't have to go into detail, but I did hear you say something about, and it's only if you want to talk about it, about you being raped. How have you dealt with that situation since that has transpired? Just is that part of your journey as well?
It's more so part of the journey that was going on in the book.
Okay.
Cause that incident really sent me through the spiral. I have always had, again, as we talked, so many things going on.
Okay.
And when I had so many things going on, I've just been so resilient that I was kind of like a walking glass wall. Like things would just bounce off of me. Like this might have hurt me, but I don't even feel the hurt. Like I
Gotcha.
was just so numb,
To
just
it,
so
okay.
used to just going through. I had been through all the childhood trauma stuff.
Mhm.
Then I went through poverty and struggling as a college kid, selling my plasma, like doing all of these stuff,
Mhm.
to,
Mhm.
what I'm saying,
Mhm.
get
To
to,
survive.
to survive, get
Mhm.
to a place and just, just a lot. I had went through a case. I had was on a murder trial. I had got acquitted of attempted murder, like a whole bunch of stuff. It's in
Oh
the book. Yeah,
wow.
I had went through so many things,
Mhm.
and I was so used to like I not letting nothing stop me. The whole time I was in college, I was fighting the case. And had a pen and charge on me like the whole time. I didn't get out for probation for another case till after I graduated. So people don't
Wow.
even be knowing all of it.
Wow.
That's why
It's in the
it's
book.
in the book.
And
People
y'all
don't
make
even
sure,
know. And
yes.
people be looking like you.
Yes.
Like
And
they
that's
be
why I'm sitting here
shook.
like, my crystal, wait a minute.
Yes, they be
But
shook.
y'all
But
got authority
yeah,
there.
you gotta read it to understand it. But with that being said, I had just was so used to just bouncing back from things that I don't know, it was just something different about this.
Okay.
I just could not. And to be honest, this was my first rape. So I know it's in the book too. But it was just something about this. I just could not. And I think it was the fact that me and this person were friends. We started off how we met was through his cousin, a girl, and he wanted to date me. We kind of went out of some time. I realized I wasn't really
You
feeling
better
him.
off as friends.
Right. It was just some things, and I discussed the things in the book. And but we were still cool. He still was like, okay, I want a relationship with you, even if it's a friendship, because he had a lot of things going on in his life. And again, we empaths. You know what I'm saying? We the
Mhm.
praying friends. We the
Mhm.
people can talk to us. They feel comfortable.
Mhm.
So allowing him to talk to me, allowing him to still be a part of my life,
Mhm.
essentially. Being nice. We exchanged Christmas gifts.
Mhm.
We've never exchanged anything sexual. It's
Okay.
never been, you know what I'm saying? Even when he would try to direct something sexual, I would redirect it because it was just never, we've been out of the town together before, and it was never like, he did try something one time, but this was still in the time we were trying to quote unquote date.
Date.
And the
Okay.
man gonna try it. Like,
Of
we know
course.
this,
Of course.
but it wasn't like a thing that, where it went further, or nothing
Mhm.
like that. So
Mhm.
we, I'm thinking at this point, we're just on a good feeling with friends. And then, we out one night, we have drinks, and then
Boom.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. And then it's crazy because I have other male friends and we've been out together, same situation, it's never happened. So I think it was the fact that it was the betrayal,
Mhm.
and then it was so like it was just like it was the betrayal. It was the fact that we knew each other. It's the fact that I consider this person a friend,
Mhm.
and it's just I think that situation, and then everything else that had went on in my life, it was like the
Yeah.
devil just said, "I'm gonna throw it all at her,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I went spiraling.
Yeah.
You could never see it on the outside because people that know me wouldn't. People like when I dropped the book and the caption, they was like, "What?"
Yeah.
They didn't know it
Yeah.
because you never could see, and it wasn't that I was necessarily quote unquote hiding. It's just I have learned to function at such a high level of dysfunction and such a high level of trauma
Mhm.
that I can still make it look good.
Wow. Did that make you look at men different in dating or
I'm
just
gonna
your
say
personal
this:
life? Your...
when it comes to men, I've always had a turbulent type of view of them.
Okay.
And it didn't start with because actually, so I'm gonna say this, it didn't start with the rape. I've always had a little bit of a turbulence with them because of the fact that my sister was molested by my uncle. This in the book when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? And I was a child. My father in prison. We're abandoned at this
Yeah.
point. He being in prison since I was 5. He's still in prison. You
Oh
know,
wow.
so we being abandoned. Other men in my life growing up. Just other things, and some of this is in the book. Men that I've like looked up to, and that were supposed to be mentors or a guidance to me, they were trying to take advantage of me. You know, they were making
Gotcha.
sexual remarks or
Yeah.
sexual advances. So I've never really had maybe I would say a really good view or skew of men, because I saw my mama was single when she was young, single, 3 kids. She was dating men. I've seen her fight them, with them fighting and beating her, and she fighting back. I've just seen so many. I've never really had a really positive view of men anyway.
Okay.
So this was no different. But the thing about it is, like I was discussing, we kind of discussed before, the pod, we actually started filming, is even though I never had a good view, I still never treated them differently.
Right.
I've given everybody a clean slate to come in and show me who you are. It's just never been a positive outcome.
I got you.
I ain't gonna say never. It has been my first love, credible guy. Never take that from. I'm gonna always give props where props is due.
Right.
But my overall experience has never been really just a. So it wasn't really a change. It's just like nail the nail in the coffin more.
Okay. I got it. Okay. That's what's up. Well, Crystal, like you really touched my podcast today. I'm glad you done came on to read your story to hear God's glory. Y'all, when this is over, I want you to tell everybody where they can get your book or purchase your book. But it's a must read because to know Crystal again is to know Crystal. And
Kira
again,
finding some stuff out.
yes, again, I'm proud of you.
layers.
I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of you. I'm happy for you to have conquered and go through this and still basically be on top. Where do you see yourself now in the space that you're in?
Ooh, limitless.
Okay.
Limitless.
Okay.
One thing about the healing journey, and actually, because I'm over the hump in the healing process of the old stuff. Let's say that the
Okay.
grieving is a new journey.
Okay.
So I can't tell you I'm it on it. I'm
Okay.
just day by day, but I am noticing again, like this a cycle. Let's not do that. I
Yeah.
am. So some things from the old journey is stepping up to say, hey, come on now, we ain't gonna do this right here. But in this space of healing and in this current space, it's limitless, because trauma limits you, being unhealed limits you.
True.
It limits your perspective, it limits your view, it limits your vision, your dreams. I have to. I'm a person that, everybody like, oh, you done so much with your life. I envision myself flying over the world. I envision I read books and took my mind, because that's how I got took my mind out of the trauma when I was a kid. I read a lot. So I read books and it took my mind on trips. So I had to visualize. I'm a visualizer. If I say, all right, I'm going to Belize in May, which I am. I'm already envisioning myself on the beach where we eating it. That's why I'm such a good planner.
Yes.
My birthday was seamless. Y'all came. I had planned it so much to the T that things were seamless because I envisioned all of it. So now I have my vision back. It's limitless. I see myself, growing more, journey more of a witness for God. Him using me more. I'm on a journey. That's a journey.
Okay. That's
Letting
awesome.
me go.
Okay.
Picking him up, more of him, dying on
Nothing
my
wrong with
flesh.
that.
That's
Nothing
a
wrong with
journey,
that.
but I know that on this journey, I see myself as limitless at this point.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, I thank you for coming. I am
No
glad
problem.
that you
Thank you for
came.
inviting me. I'm proud of you too. You
Thank
opened
you.
up, you shared. I don't know if they ever knew that or heard that, but they know
have it.
now.
Yeah.
They know now.
Yeah, and,
And they know it ain't
come.
just them.
Yeah. And again, with her saying that if you ever are feeling in a place or a space to where you feel like you can't, always remember that God can. And on Queen's Opinion Podcast, I am here to encourage you, My guests are here to encourage you, to keep you uplifted. We keep each other uplifted. We just want to see everybody grow. We want to see everybody just live their life to the fullest. And whatever you may have going on, whatever you may go through, there is a purpose. There's a purpose behind your pain. There's a purpose behind your testimony. There's a purpose behind whatever you have going on. And not just to give up on yourself, even when you feel like there's nothing else to do with yourself. God is able. He's a healer. He's a restorer. And he will bring you back. He will bring you back. So with that being said, we're going to close out. You know what to follow us. You know what to do. You know what to say. You know how to get to us and contact with us. If you would like to come on, just make sure you go to Queen's Opinion Podcast at gmail.com. We're on all platforms. And Crystal, I want you to let our guests know where they
So
can get your book.
straight off Amazon Prime. But anywhere books sold online, you can also get it. Books a Million, Target.com, different places. Like it's up, but Amazon Prime gonna get it. It's gonna get it to you quick.
Okay.
And I think they also give discounts because the hard book is like 22, and then the digital book is 20. So
Okay. Well, y'all heard it from the author herself with many more to come. Thanks again, Crystal, for coming on. And
thanks for having me.
you're welcome. And until next time, give me some love. I just got to.
Girl.
I'm so happy that you here.
I'm happy you invited me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that we was able to share, honey.
Yes. Peace
You know,
out.
Perfect. Perfect.